trend right now. Divorces are being initiated by women. A new study of more than 2,200 couples found women were the ones who initiate the divorce 69% of the time. That's compared to just 31% of divorces initiated by men. And joining us this morning to talk more about it is therapist and relationship coach Rick Brown. Always great to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Yeah.
Did this surprise you at all?
Not really. One of the reasons it's happened is because women actually can. In your parents' generation, my parents' generation, women were often home and the husband provided the income. But
Right.
now with two people working, it's women can actually financially say, if I'm not happy in this relationship, I can get out. I can depend on myself. So it's a little bit easier.
What do you think is behind this trend, other than just the changing of the times?
Right.
I mean, do you think that women are becoming maybe a little less tolerant of a poor relationship?
Well, and by the way, most people who are thinking about, women included, thinking about divorce, they really don't want divorce. What they want is an end to the pain. And that pain often for women is a sense of feeling lonely or emotionally disconnected in the relationship. And there is a desire and a feeling like, I want it all. I want to feel more connected with my partner.
We talk about, that sort of the way a relationship runs its course. You get into a relationship and you're all giddy and everything's so happy and you're feeling so in love.
Right.
But we know that over the course of time that relationships change.
Right.
Do you find that people aren't willing to invest in the relationship to try to bring it back to life?
Well, or don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
They want to, but they don't really know how to do it. So just as much as women might feel a sense of being emotionally disconnected or alone in the marriage, men often feel the same thing. They just don't know how to verbalize it. And so it's often the woman who says, I'm unhappy, I don't like this, I'm feeling lonely. But it often comes out as a criticism, and that's what people get defensive about, and then the fights start.
One of the things we often hear therapists say is that, gosh, I wish that couples would come to me sooner.
Right.
That by the time I get my hands on them to try to see if we can make something happen,
Right.
It's usually too late.
Right. The sooner you can catch it upstream rather than downstream, the more success you're going to have. But I feel very hopeful when people, no matter when they come in essence, they're coming in saying, I'm stuck, I need help, I'm in pain. Can you help us get, and I think what people really are trying to do is get more connected and reconnected.
One of the things that we saw with Ashley Madison is that it was the majority of the people on that website were men.
Right.
Do you find that maybe the reason the men don't want out of the relationship is because they're like, you know what, I'll just do my little thing on the side to keep me happy, but I want to stay? Yeah,
because for men, it's often as long as it's stable at home. And this is what often affairs do, by the way. They help stabilize the relationship, because if something's not happening between the two of us, and there's something happening over here, it makes coming home a little bit more bearable. And so often what happens is they stabilize the relationship. Of course, what happens when it's discovered or found out is it just destroys the relationship.
Yeah, it is fascinating.
Yeah.
All right, interesting stuff. Rick Brown, how can our viewers find you?
Just rickbrown.org, O-R-G.
All right, always a pleasure. Thank
Good.
you so much.
Good.
9:15.